Alrighty, game 11 finally taking way. Racing Raptors having a good inside line, followed by Overdrive Racing. Getting around the first corner. No collisions so far, so that's always a good sign. Slightly holding position. Everyone pretty evenly spaced. Coming around the hairpin, leading into the bridge. Flying Aces taking position 3. Ooh, big collision before the campfire. Yellow flag will be called. Flying Aces and the Green Emeralds kind of colliding. I believe the yellow flag is still active. Chaos has totally ensued within the server. Green flag. Overdrive Racing hitting a wall on the second cheese wheel. Racing Raptors taking first. Racing Raptors going around the first hairpin, kind of hitting the wall just a little bit. Overdrive Racing kind of catching up. Flying Aces on Green Emerald's tail. This race is pretty heated so far. Everyone pretty evenly spaced. Green Emerald's hitting the second hairpin. Racing Raptors coming off of the ramp. Slightly closely followed by Overdrive Racing, going down inside of the oval. We have a fight for first and second. Ooh, Green Emeralds, bad collision over at the oval. Flying Aces taking third. If we go back to the first group, we have the Racing Raptors in first with with Overdrive Racing not very far behind. Oh, we have a collision over at the lake, giving position 3 and 4 a good chance to catch up. Flying Aces finally given a chance to catch up. Here we go. We're getting 3-man into the second cheese wheel. Flying Aces and Overdrive Racing taking a collision. A yellow flag is called. A yellow flag is called, but Shrimpy is just ignoring it, taking first. Overdrive Racing will take back second. A penalty will be given to Shrimpy for ignoring the yellow. Is the yellow still, I believe, flying? Is a yellow flag called because Overdrive Racing is Overdrive Racing flying past. Nobody knows what's going on. Flying Aces P3. Green Emeralds coming off of the ramp. Flying Aces getting on top of. Ooh. We got a slight spin. We've got Overdrive Racing coming over the bridge. Racing Raptors and Flying Aces fighting for position 2. Oh, we've got a bad crash from Flying Aces, but good recovery. Coming down the straight. We've got good spacing in between the Flying Aces and the Racing Raptors. Good corner from the two. The battle between the Racing Raptors and the Flying Aces continues throughout the third sector. Flying Aces getting close to Racing Raptors coming up the ramp. We've seen a good display of driving from each of these different racers, holding position, overtaking at good spots. The gap closes down the starting straight. Around turn 1. Got the Racing Raptors taking the inside line. We got a close fight in between for P2. Oh, Flying Aces with the pass! What a pass! There was no collision going around that, even though it was very close. What a clean pass coming in from Tinfoil. Starting to gain on overdrive, just ever so slightly. Even though there's a big distance, it's starting to close just ever so slightly. I do not believe this is final lap. We are on lap 3? 3 or 4? 4. Going into the final lap, gap is closing. Will Overdrive be able to hold the position, or will Flying Aces close it and take home their 5th win of the weekend? Overdrive Racing getting over the bridge. Flying Aces coming around over the bridge. Overdrive Racing leaving the lake. Oh, they have a slight hiccup, giving the Flying Aces the chance that they need. Going down the back straight. The gap is closing. The gap has closed. We've got to fight for position 1. Flying Aces have showed strong driving throughout the entire weekend. Oh, there's a collision. There's a slight bump. Good recovery from both drivers. Overdrive Racing holding the first position, going around the first hairpin. A slight hiccup. That's okay, though. Good line from both of the drivers going through the chicane. Ever so slight distance. My heart is pounding personally. This is probably the most intense race that we have coming through the oval. Slight hiccup from the Flying Aces, giving the race win to Overdrive Racing. Flying Aces coming in position 2. Racing Raptors coming in for position 3. Green Emeralds coming down the last straight. As we watch the drivers pull into pits,